Hey there, YouTube. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you're all doing well. I was in the grocery store the other day and was doing something that I do from time to time. And as I bought the things that I buy, I sometimes will just pick up various things off of shelves and I'll check the nutritional value on the back of them. And I checked a few things and I checked different things. I checked things like I used to would have eaten when I wasn't eating plant-based or watching what I ate. And then I checked certain things that are processed or just whatever that are plant based. And it got me, I don't know why, it just got me thinking about comfort food the last couple of days. And I actually looked up comfort food this morning. It's a little bit different than I was thinking. I thought comfort food was just, and I think it has evolved into different definitions, but I thought comfort food was just something that term came from when people were stressed out, sad, having something emotional, which I guess could be called emotional eating. And they ate something they didn't normally do just to make themselves feel better. So that's kind of the one I took, but actually the exact definition or the meaning, original meaning of it was people that kind of the comfort food was something that was either from your childhood or something that had a sentimental attachment to it. I always, like I say, just thought of comfort food as like just putting on the feed bag and eating a bunch of stuff that you wouldn't normally eat. And I am no fanatic when it comes to eating. I've got a little restaurant over in Pensacola I like to eat at once every 6 weeks or so. But I do have a line and I just can't, I don't know. I used to eat a Dia pizza. I'd get these Dia pizzas just from time to time. I never ate them on a regular basis, but I get them sometimes every 2 or 3 months on a weekend, just, something special. And yesterday I just wanted to relook again. I've looked at those several times, but I just wanted to confirm it in my head. And it's a small pizza. You're going to eat the whole thing unless you're a 5-year-old. And just the amount of, it's always for me, I just can't justify it because of the saturated fat or generally the sodium content or how much added sugar is in there. And those things are off the chart. And like I said, it just kind of got me to thinking from there, over the years, how my thoughts on comfort food have evolved. Now, comfort food for me was always I might be in a mood, or I might not be in a bad mood. I just might decide, okay, this is a night to pig out as you would call it. And even after I started eating plant-based, there were times when I would eat after I'd already had dinner, I would have an ice cream at night. Not terrible, but that just kind of drifted away as as things went on. Part of that is actually because I'm lazy. Once I brush my teeth and do the water pick and all my oral stuff after my last meal of the day, I'm not doing it again. Something else I used to every once in a while on a Friday or Saturday night, watch Netflix, get a bag of nuts. Once again, not terrible, not anything crazy, but then there was enough of it, where I was eating the package where it was at least way too much fat that I should have been getting in one sitting. So over time, I just started finding and also a lot of these tastes that you have for the comfort foods, it's like doing drugs. It's like doing blow or it's like doing smack. If you've got that stuff in your system, yes, you're going to crave it. It's going to be hard to not eat it or use it anymore. So the only real way to get to where you don't have that draw to it is just not to eat it. So I started, along the way, okay, well, I feel like I would normally eat this, so what can I eat instead? Little things I've found, the sweet has never been a problem because there's just too many with fruits and what have you. There's too many things out there. Just even for a really decadent sweet, and one, I'm not talking about a lot, but take a couple of dates, put just a little dollop of peanut butter, almond butter, try to get it natural if you can, but there's just a trace amount. I mean, seriously, the amount you put on on a date, a good medjool date, very little. Tastes like a candy bar. I'm telling you, that is so good. And I've just learned things like that, just how to make changes throughout the years. And as your taste buds adapt, And as you slowly, like I say, it's the same thing. Like if you've ever gotten off of a drug of any sort, smoking, an addiction, the less you use it, you stop using it, you struggle for a little while, the longer you don't use it, the less you want to use it. So, like I say, there's just kind of been a natural progression for me over the years as I've, slowly said, well, this just really isn't good for me, and I'll eliminate a little bit of something here, eliminate a little bit of something here, make better choices. I just can't justify it. Sometimes I'll go to Pensacola and I don't eat over there because I'm just like, even though, and I should mention the restaurant I go to in Pensacola, why not necessarily a health restaurant, a health vegan restaurant, it's also not a junky restaurant too. Lots of fresh ingredients. I can tell by the taste of the food, it's not overly doused in oil. It's, I'm sure the sodium count's probably higher than what I eat on a day-to-day basis. Anyhow, I can just tell it just from tasting it, eating it, how I feel afterwards. Like I don't have any guilt over that. Now there is one place I eat, and I haven't been there in probably 6 or 8 months, that is plant-based, and it's like a it's like a sloppy Joe sandwich with jackfruit, and it's on this bread and stuff, but I can just tell by the taste of it that there's a lot of fat and salt in that, so I don't really do that one much anymore. But I just find like the more you eat the things that we should be eating on a plant-based diet, the less you want to eat those other things. Like I'll start thinking like, okay, do I want to eat this while I'm out, or just want to hang a little bit and eat because I know what I've got waiting for me at home. There's a lot of times, I know as crazy as it sounds, where I'm just like, I don't really want to eat this. All I really want, I've got some beans, I've got some rice, I've got some vegetables that I'm going to heat up at home, and I'm like, man, that's my jam. I'd rather eat that than eat this processed stuff or eat a burger, eat a plant-based burger somewhere. So try to just start thinking about those little changes, and it doesn't have to be an exact substitute for an exact substitute. Maybe if you like sitting around at night, snacking on something, if you don't want to just totally change the habit of not sitting around and snacking at night, try to think of something that's, not so harmful, little things that will, and I'm not even going to suggest a certain thing because we're talking comfort food. You have your exact things, but I know, you can sit around and eat grapes at night. I love chilled grapes in the summer. You can make some ice cream. Anyhow, there's a number of things. That's hard for me to think of because, like I say, I just don't eat at night. I have no desire to. It's not like I'm very strict and I won't do it. But rethink your comfort food on this because, and I'll finish with this, if you do like a lot of people, like, well, it's just every 3 or 4 weeks that I have this go off the rails night or whatever. It's kind of like this, well, once every few weeks I decide to smoke some cigarettes when I go out on the weekend. And anybody that's ever smoked, you know how well that one works. As soon as you get that little taste again, you want it. So just start making better choices. Don't freak out, beat yourself up if you still make some less than stellar choices along the way, and you'll slowly see it. It doesn't have to be anything overnight. Everybody wants this great, I did this in 30 days, I did this overnight. But if you do little by little, eliminate, work on it, before you know, your diet will evolve. It'll get to a place where you're just eating the things. You're eating the things every day. You're not trying to do this. You're not trying to avoid this. You just get into a rhythm. You make your food. You eat your food. That's it. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure and hit that subscribe button, and have a beautiful weekend. Peace.